Trump has to be stopped. And that's what No Kings is all about, because he can't do all the up things that he's been doing without the collusion of Congress and the goons in his administration. Mm-hmm. They're bound to him by fear of losing their own jobs, their own power. It's diabolical. Look at the power of the No Kings national uprising. Afraid of Trump? Please. No, they should be more afraid of us. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Because we still believe in the core American values of justice, equality, decency, and kindness. Because we're going from the streets to the ballot box, and because we all deserve a country with no kings, no Trump.
Anytime we accept a president that can decide to close airports and say that he does not care that people that voted for him are lined up 3 and 4 hours to get their children to spring break. He wants to first make you vote on a bill that would rob us of our voter protection. It's time to vote against and march against No Kings. That's right. Anytime we have a president that says, I'm going to Iran, I'm not going to tell you why I'm going, and I'm not going to tell you when I'm leaving, and I don't even know why I'm there. But I'm the king, and I can put you there. We've already lost 13 lives, and he has said everything's going well. That's why we need no kings.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump is...
At least during the first term, he didn't have both sides of Congress. The Republicans had, at the time, at least some holdouts that were Reagan-era people that were holding him back. He had people in the departments, in the federal departments, that were actually competent at their job, and when he told them to do something, they told him that was not possible. This time, he has completely emptied out every department. He has replaced them with sycophants who say, yes, sir, and how low do you want me to go? And the answer is always lower. And the fact is, this time he's got no guardrails. He made sure of that. And he's doing whatever he wants to, whenever he wants to, and it's ruining everything. Our reputation in the world has already been ruined. Our reputation at home has been ruined. We don't have, he's trying to step out of NATO and at the same time cozy up to the people who we were intending to protect against. And then what does he do after he alienates all our allies? He sets off another war that could lead to World War III and begs them to help him out once he starts in the bed.
But I can definitely say that, you know, the illegal war, the illegal going into other countries and kidnapping their, you know, their leaders is a big problem for me. But also just there's a lot of stuff that's going on, too, with the trying to pass the SAVE Act, which can disenfranchise a lot of voters as well, which, again, makes it much more difficult for people to vote. And then we're going to end up with a even more difficult time to have a democracy.
Everything is getting worse. The fact that we're drawn into an illegal war while the cost of living is just skyrocketing, it just seems like a slap in the face to the American people. And so I wanted to come out today and, make a point that this stuff isn't okay.
This is what democracy looks like.
Oh, it's It's okay to change your mind. Show us your courage. Leave us behind. It's okay to change your mind. And you can join us anytime. One more time.
Let's bring out the bootlicker himself, Pete Hegseth. Kegsbreath. The original poser himself, J.D. Vance. I want a rousing... now they're united. Okay, and we are united in our condemnation of this group. Shame, shame, shame. Arrest them all.
Arrest them all. Parade of shame. 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 Arrest them.
Start down there. I can do it. I can do it. No. Let's go.
Move eyes, get out the way. Move eyes, get out the way. Not another endless war.
Nazis are not welcome! Dallas will ever, forever, be anti-fascist!
One thing I'll give Trump credit for is mobilizing the dissenters. And prior to 2016, I was very apolitical. And when I saw the things that were starting to happen, and now in recent months, I can't stand by and be silent anymore, simply because of my boys and their friends and the future that's at stake.
We are a country where people look out for one another. And we are a country that will fight.
Today, here in Minnesota, in Vermont, and in every state in the country, we say loudly and proudly that as Americans, we will never forsake our heritage. We will never accept authoritarianism. We will never accept oligarchy. At a time when the American people are politically divided, there is one issue that is bringing us together. Conservatives, moderates, and progressives are speaking out in unison. End this war. And
we need no damn kings. But I'll tell you what I'm glad we have. We do need a boss. Please welcome Bruce Springsteen to the stage.
Well, this past winter, federal troops brought death and terror to the streets of Minneapolis. Well, they picked the wrong city. The power and the solidarity of the people of Minneapolis and of Minnesota was an inspiration to the entire country. Your strength and your commitment told us that this is still America. And this reactionary nightmare and these invasions of American cities will not stand. You gave us hope, you gave us courage, and for those who gave their lives, Renee Good, mother of 3, brutally murdered, Alex Preddy, VA nurse, executed by ICE, shot in the back and left to die in the street without even the decency of our lawless government investigating their deaths. Their bravery, their sacrifice, and their names will not be forgotten. Thank you, Minneapolis! with St. Paul. No kings, no war. Thank you, Minnesota.
No kings. I think you can. If I don't believe you, they're not. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because what comes next is going to require.
I'm a leader with Monarca and Unidos Minnesota.
We refuse to comply or cooperate with evil forces in high places.
Para proteger a nuestras familias y a nuestras comunidades. Trabajar.
And no, baby, you cannot wait. Table.
No puedes quedarte esperando.
A lot of us don't support what is going on with the current government. A lot of us didn't vote for it and don't want to be in a war and don't want to be paying high gas prices for apparently no reason with no strategy. And we have a Congress that's supposed to authorize war, and they've just put aside their responsibilities in trying to obey this guy who thinks he's our king.
The gas is not great. I have a little sedan. I'm paying $44. I've never paid $44 ever for my little sedan. $25 max. That's double. So that's one of my issues.
播报新闻是我的日常，必须时刻保持妆容和皮肤的最佳状态。当来到人生中最重要的时刻，也是 KS 逆时奇迹帮助我轻松驾驭，闪闪发光。KS 逆时奇迹活肤露全效精华、精华霜，多达5种 EGF 6大冻龄关键成分，保湿效果让我非常满意，小细纹也不再困扰我。我就是我自己的最佳女主角。KS 让我从容自信，光彩动人。我是我人生中的大女主，我的最爱我做主。KS 逆时奇迹系列热卖中，下单请上快点购，透过中天新闻网 App 下单立减50，或输入 CTI 推荐码有额外折扣。